Well, she made a country of billion people stick to their TV sets for a badminton match. She's a world champion and a strong contender every time she walks into a badminton court. Rio Olympic silver medalist PV Sindhu would surely love to go one better this time. But how is she actually shaping up? Her consulting editor, Boria Majumdar, caught up with the badminton ace.
You've had a good record in Japan. You've done very well in Japan in the past. Will the courts help? I mean, give me a sense of two questions. Give me a sense of preparation and give me a sense of conditions there, because your father was telling me you're trying to simulate conditions in Hyderabad as well.
Yes, Japan is a big stadium. Every time we go to Japan Open, so last time I went, so it is the same as that is where we are going to play the Olympics. That is the badminton stadium. So yes, I have to, of course, make sure that I have those conditions and I'm practicing in that condition. So I'm making sure that, I'm playing in Gachibowli Stadium, the bigger stadium, to, make sure that I get the feel and I get the, flight of the shuttle and even air conditioning, so that, I will get used to it and not have a problem when I, go there and, it doesn't take much time to, get used to it. So that is why I'm, training in Gachibowli Stadium since February, so that I get used to it, and it's really good. And of course, Park is there to help me out. So we discuss and play accordingly, and make sure that I control the shuttle, because it is very, very important for an athlete to control the flight of the shuttle and also know which way the wind is going and how to control it. Yeah.
Is it going to? I mean, have you become accustomed to playing in front of empty stands?
Yeah, I have, because the last couple of tournaments I've been playing like that. So yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it now, because even in practice, so you will have to play like that only.
Yeah.
So it is fine. I mean, you should get used to it. You can't say I'm not getting used to it, because this is how it's going to be for the next couple of months.
What is different? Sindhu of Rio and Sindhu of Tokyo. What is different? I remember that very nice comment of yours that yes, everything may have changed, but I've not changed as a person.
As a person, I mean, back then, maybe I was not that mature, I was not that experienced, but I think now as a person, comparatively, I've grown up, and I am able to deal, much more better with anything, on court, off court, because on court, for example, when you tend to lose points, when you get nervous, when you go blank, so that is when you need to deal, you need to make sure that, what is next, and you need to also have plan B. So in that way, I've improved. And also off court, as a person, I've definitely, I think, personally, I've grown up. So you know what I meant grown up means, because sometimes you still have that things where you want to do this, you want to do that.
It's fine. I don't want to push you. I mean, I've understood. I know you.
No, I mean, when you compare with Rio, that's what I'm saying. When you compare with Rio, maybe that point of time you might think, okay, let me tell you about cheat meals in for a second. So for example, back then in Rio, you might think, chalo yaar, kya hoga? Let's have it. But now, when you actually think, you just think for a second and step back, where you have training. Is it important? Is it necessary? You need to achieve a lot more. You need to think about this. So that way I meant.
Well, vaccine stocks are running low across several states in India. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has said government-run vaccination centers are closed because the city has exhausted its stock of Covishield. Not just Delhi, MP, Odisha also have complained of shortage. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin has written to Prime Minister Modi requesting his intervention. He's also demanded 1 crore vaccine doses. People have held protests in Coimbatore due to a shortage. Meanwhile, vaccination drive is resumed in Mumbai after 2 days. On an average of 61.14 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine were administered daily in the week between 21st to the 27th of June. But that has dipped to almost a half now, to about 34 lakh doses. And that's the period between the 5th of July to the 11th of July.
एक बड़ी लड़ाई जो है वो वैक्सीन के जरिए लड़ी जा रही है, लेकिन वैक्सीन की स्थिति जो है वो दिल्ली में इस वक्त बुरे हाल में है। वैक्सीनेशन सेंटर बंद किए हुए हैं। क्या पूरी वजह है, अभी तक क्या
इसका कारण है? वैक्सीन की अवेलेबिलिटी कम है। कल थोड़ी सी वैक्सीन आई है जो कि आज तक चलेगी। 1.5 लाख के करीब आई हैं, तो वैक्सीन की कमी है।
The World Health Organization's chief scientists had advised against mixing and matching COVID-19 vaccines from different manufacturers. Addressing a press conference, WHO Chief Soumya Swaminathan, Chief Scientist Soumya Swaminathan, has termed the mixing and matching of vaccines a dangerous trend since there was lack of data about the impact of the practice. This comes as a growing number of countries are looking at switching to different vaccines for second doses of booster shots amid delay in supply of vaccines of a particular manufacturer.
It's a little bit of a dangerous trend here where people are we're in a data-free, evidence-free zone as far as a mix and match. There is limited data on mix and match. It will be a chaotic situation in countries if citizens start, deciding when and who they should be taking a second or a third or a fourth dose.
All right, more news around the COVID-19 situation, and it's a rather worrisome situation in the northeastern part of the country. The Prime Minister has held a virtual meeting with chief ministers of the 7 northeastern states to take stock of the situation. He put emphasis on micro-containment zones and monitoring of different variants to contain the infection. Prime Minister Modi stressed on wearing a mask, observing social distancing. In his address, he's also said that focus should be on boosting health infrastructure to deal with any surge in cases. While most parts of the country have seen a steady decline in COVID numbers, experts have noted that number of cases in northeastern states is either increasing or not falling in line with the nationwide trend. The R factor, which is the reproductive value, which indicates the speed at which the infection is spreading, has increased in northeastern states. Tripura has registered the highest R value of over 1, followed by Arunachal Pradesh, which has the R value of 1.14.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट के कुछ जिले ऐसे हैं जहां संक्रमण के मामलों में बढ़ोतरी दर्ज की जा रही है। इन संकेतों को हमें पकड़ना होगा। हमें और सतर्क रहने की जरूरत है और लोगों को भी लगातार सतर्क करते रहना पड़ेगा। संक्रमण को फैलने से रोकने के लिए हमें माइक्रो लेवल पर और सख्त कदम उठाने होंगे। और अभी हेमंता जी बता रहे थे कि उन्होंने लॉकडाउन का रास्ता नहीं चुना, माइक्रो कंटेनमेंट जोन का रास्ता चुना। 6000 से अधिक माइक्रो कंटेनमेंट जोन बनाए। इसके कारण रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तय हो सकती है। उस माइक्रो कंटेनमेंट के जोन का जो इंचार्ज होगा उसे पूछ सकते भाई कैसे गड़बड़ हुआ, क्यों नहीं हुआ, कैसे अच्छा हुआ। इसलिए जितना जोर माइक्रो कंटेनमेंट जोन पर हम लगाएंगे, हम इस परिस्थिति से जल्दी बाहर आएंगे।
Prime Minister Modi has issued a second warning to COVIDians, expressing concern over images of crowding in hill stations. He's urged people to act responsibly so that a third wave could be prevented. Here's more.
Maskless tourists at Kempty Falls in Mussoorie throwing social distancing norms to the wind. Tourists flocking to the hills without any precautions. As the pandemic revenge travel continues unabated, Prime Minister Narendra Modi issued yet another warning to COVIDians. His second in less than a week during his interaction with chief ministers from the Northeast.
कि हिल स्टेशन में, मार्केट्स में बिना मास्क पहने, बिना प्रोटोकॉल का अमल किए बिना भारी भीड़ का उमड़ना, मैं समझता हूं एक चिंता का विषय है, ठीक नहीं है। कभी कभी लोग सवाल पूछते हैं तीसरी लहर की क्या तैयारी की है, तीसरी लहर के लिए आप क्या करेंगे। आज सवाल ये होना चाहिए हमारे मन में कि तीसरी लहर को आने से कैसे रोकना है।
With fears of a possible third wave looming large, Prime Minister's first big warning had come at the first cabinet meet on Thursday after the big reshuffle. The Prime Minister told his Council of Ministers that images of crowded places and people moving without masks is not a pleasant sight. He said there is a need to instill a sense of fear in people. Prime Minister Modi added there should be no place for carelessness and complacency. A second mistake would have far-reaching consequences. The Prime Minister's warning comes even as thousands are heading to the hills to get some respite from the heat wave that is scorching North Indian plains.
मास्क सभी को लगाना चाहिए, डिस्टेंस रखना चाहिए, जितना कंट्रोल हो रहा है अब भगवान करे इस साल में ये बिल्कुल यहाँ से खत्म हो जाए।
काफ़ी टाइम बाद अभी घर से निकले हैं तो यहाँ देख रहे हैं, लेकिन क्राउड बहुत ज़्यादा है यहाँ पर।
बाहर निकले हैं, थोड़ा अपने आप को मन को एंजॉय करने के लिए निकले हैं, अभी थोड़ा रिलैक्स हो, लेकिन थोड़ा मन में डर भी है, कोरोना है, थोड़ा मतलब डिस्टेंस रखना चाहिए।
Though daily COVID cases have plummeted, there is no room to drop guard. But if COVIDiots don't mend their ways, we will be inviting a third wave. Bureau Report, India Today.
Moving on, the showdown over the appointment of Mukul Roy as the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee chairman is only escalating. This as 8 BJP MLAs have resigned from the chairman posts of 8 standing committees as a mark of protest against Mukul Roy's appointment. The MLAs who have quit from the standing committees include those who were heading panels on estimates, labour, power and fisheries. Last week, Mukul Roy was being appointed as the PSC chairperson. The decision, however, did not go down well with the BJP, which has accused Mamata Banerjee government of misusing power and flouting rules. The BJP said the PSC chairman is always from the opposition and wanted Ashok Lahiri to be appointed for the same post. But constitutionally, Mukul Roy is still a BJP MLA and has not resigned from his post, and this way the move is being seen as a master stroke by the Trinamool Congress. Surya Agni is getting asked more details. Surya Agni, this is an interesting turn of events in which it appears that the TMC has really exploited that one loophole that allows Mukul Roy to not resign as a BJP MLA and then get the advantages, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, and as you have rightly mentioned, Mukul Roy was elected on a BJP ticket from Krishnanagar, and a couple of weeks down the line, he switched over to the Trinamool Congress, and he was elected as the PSC chairman by the Speaker. Now, what Shubhendu Adhikari has been claiming for the past 1 week is that someone from an opposition MLA should be a PSC chairman. That is the norm. That is what Shubhendu has been claiming, and what Mamata Banerjee or the government of West Bengal is doing, it's on sheer brutal strength, because they have 200 plus in the assembly. And just a while back, as we were mentioning it on India Today, that 8 BJP MLAs who were chairman of 8 respective standing committees, they have resigned. They have submitted their resignation to the Speaker as a mark of protest when with Mukul Roy being made the PSC chairman. And right now, Shubhendu Adhikari, along with these 8 MLAs, they are meeting. They're having a meeting with the governor. We are right now in front of Raj Bhavan, and a meeting is still on. It's been almost half an hour that the delegation of BJP led by Adhikari has gone in, and what we do understand is that I would request my camera person to just zoom in and show you that there is some kind of movement right now. Shubhendu is expected, that the team is coming out, the delegation is coming out. These are live visuals. You can see Shubhendu Adhikari, you can see Manoj Tigrad, all of these MLAs, they are coming out, and that means that the meeting that was happening since the past half an hour, it is over, and Shubhendu is expected to speak, Sneha. This is, ever since the elections got over, on various issues, the BJP and the Trinamool are at loggerheads, and right now it is the issue of Mukul Roy being being made the chairman of the PAC. A meeting of half an hour that was happening at the Raj Bhavan is over. You can see Shubhendu Adhikari over here leading this delegation. As what we have seen is every time that an issue has cropped up with the Trinamool government, the BJP has visited the the governor, and this time once again. But one more thing that we need to understand over here, Sneha, is that Shubhendu Adhikari himself has stated that the Speaker of the House has given him a time to come and speak to him regarding this particular issue of Mukul Roy. That is on the 16th. And if and according to Shubhendu, if this isn't solved at quickly, then he will knock the doors of the court. So that means that we can see a long battle over Mukul Roy's chairmanship as the PAC chairman over here. Right now Shubhendu's out, and what we do understand is that he will be speaking, and one case is already on with Shubhendu and Mamta Banerjee over the Nandigram issue. And right now, if it isn't solved by the Speaker himself, then Shubhendu will be heading to court. That is something that is extremely clear. Now, you can just see he'll be speaking right now.
All right, we're expecting to hear from Shubhendu Adhikari, but there is a protest that is being launched by the BJP MLAs. They are extremely unhappy about the appointment of Mukul Roy as the head, as the chairman of the PAC, is what Surya Agni is telling us. Resignation by the MLAs there, but what really is the solution? How can they challenge this decision? Has the BJP said anything yet about what they really plan to do, Surya Agni?
Well, right now Shubhendu will be speaking, so only Shubhendu can be, completing on how this entire episode will get over, and he is addressing the press right now.
শুনতে পাবেন না আমার কি বলবো আপনাদের সবাইকে অভিনন্দন জানিয়ে আজকে রাজভবনের সামনে ভারতীয় জনতা পার্টির পশ্চিমবঙ্গ বিধানসভার পরিষদীয় দলের পক্ষ থেকে আমরা রাজভবনে আসার উদ্দেশ্য এবং মহামহিম রাজ্যপালকে দেওয়া আমাদের যে জ্ঞাপন সেই সম্পর্কে দু চার কথা বলছি। আমার সঙ্গে মতামত না নিয়ে 8 জনকে স্ট্যান্ডিং কমিটির চেয়ারম্যানের পদে বিধানসভা বসিয়েছিলেন, তারা সঙ্গে আছেন। ভারতীয় জনতা পার্টি পরিষদীয় দল বা সংশ্লিষ্ট সদস্যদের মতামত গ্রহণ না করার ফলে এবং পাবলিক অ্যাকাউন্টস কমিটির চেয়ারম্যানের রাজনীতিকরণের জন্য আমরা সেটা প্রত্যাখ্যান করেছি, আপনারা জানেন। আমরা মহামান্য রাজ্যপাল, যার নামে বিধানসভা সমন হয় এবং বিধানসভা তিনি ডাকেন এবং তার বক্তৃতার মধ্য দিয়েই বিধানসভার অধিবেশন শুরু হয় এবং তিনি সংবিধান, বিধানসভার পরিচালনা করার জন্য যে রুলস আছে আমরা মনে করি তার রক্ষক হচ্ছেন মহামান্য রাজ্যপাল।
The governor is
মহামান্য
the
রাজ্যপালের
protector
কাছে
of the
আমরা
constitution. We have resigned from our position because we oppose
যেভাবে
this
তৃণমূল
move.
কংগ্রেস পাবলিক অ্যাকাউন্টস কমিটি নিয়ে রাজনীতিকরণ করে প্রধান
There is
এবং
politics that's being done over the PAC.
বিজেপি এবং পশ্চিম বাংলার তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের বিরুদ্ধে ভোট দেওয়া 2,28,00,000 জনগণকে যেভাবে বঞ্চিত করেছে তার প্রতিবাদ আমরা করি।
We protest the manner in which this is being done.
প্রথমত বলি যে ভারতবর্ষে লোকসভাতে 1967 সাল পর্যন্ত ভারতবর্ষের অর্থমন্ত্রী হতেন পাবলিক অ্যাকাউন্টস কমিটির চেয়ারম্যান। তার পরবর্তী সময়ে যারা খরচ করবে তারাই যদি হিসাব রাখেন, এটা গণতন্ত্রের পক্ষে বা পাবলিক মানির ক্ষেত্রে ঠিক নয় বলে
This can't be allowed in a republic because those who spend cannot be keeping an account of the expenditure.
1967 সালের পর থেকে লোকসভাতে এবং বিভিন্ন রাজ্যে
Even in Lok Sabha,
আমাদের এই রাজ্যের প্রথা
chairman is always
এই প্রথমবার
a member from the
ভাঙা হয়েছে।
opposition.
আপনারা বলবেন 16 সালের কথা, আমি আপনাকে বলবো 16 সালে এবারে যা করেছেন তখন তা করেননি। প্রথমত রুল 302 সেটা পড়লে পরিষ্কার বুঝতে পারবেন যে বিধানসভার যে 4টি ফাইন্যান্স কমিটি আছে তার মধ্যে পিএসসি অন্যতম, সেখানে
This has been spelled out in the rule book, and if you read the rule, you'll get more clarity on this.
রুলস 302 এবং সেখানে মেয়ে বলা নেই, স্যাল বলা হয়েছে। স্যাল মানে ম্যান্ডেটারি। সেই কারণে 2006-এ বাম কংগ্রেসের এই সমসংখ্যক বিধায়ক ছিল, তারা 6 জনকে মনোনীত করে। এবারেও ভারতীয় জনতা পার্টি 6 জনকে মনোনীত করে এবং গত 16 সালে ওই 6 জনের মধ্যে থেকে একজনকে অধ্যক্ষ বেছে নেন পিএসসি চেয়ারম্যান হিসেবে। কংগ্রেসের বিরোধী দলনেতা আব্দুল মান্নান ডক্টর সুজন চক্রবর্তীর নাম প্রস্তাব করেছিলেন, অধ্যক্ষ সেটা গ্রহণ না করে আনুপাতিক হারে নির্বাচিত 6 জনের মধ্যে ডাক্তার মানস ভূঁইয়াকে স্বীকৃতি দেন। এখানে আমরা অশোক লাহিড়ির নাম প্রস্তাব করে থাকতে পারি।
We had suggested the name of Ashok Lahiri already.
এই 6 জনের মধ্যে অন্য কাউকে পিএসসির চেয়ারম্যান হিসেবে মনোনীত করা, যেটা 16 সালে তিনি করেছিলেন।
This had never happened
কিন্তু এবারে
earlier,
তিনি
but
যেটা
this time it
করেছেন,
was allowed.
বা শাসক দল যেটা করেছে সেটা পৃথিবীর 8ম আশ্চর্য। তারা 14টা যে তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের প্রপোর্শনের কোটা ছিল, আনুপাতিক কোটা, তার মধ্য থেকে মুকুল রায়কে নমিনেশন করিয়েছেন। আর যেহেতু ইলেকশন কাম সিলেকশন হয়েছে, আমরা 6টার বেশি নমিনেশন করিনি, কারণ আমাদের 6-এর বেশি জিতবে না। মাননীয় মুকুল রায়ের প্রস্তাবক ভোটের আগে থেকে জোট শরিক।
All right, you heard from the BJP, they are opposing the